In the quiet, forgotten suburbs of Willowbrook, stood an old Victorian house that cast long, eerie shadows in the moonlight. It had a sinister reputation, known for its dark history of strange happenings and unexplainable events. But the most chilling tale of all revolved around a doll named Emily. Emily was no ordinary doll. She possessed delicate porcelain skin, golden ringlets cascading down her back, and piercing blue eyes that seemed to follow your every move. She had been a birthday gift for Lily, the young daughter of the house, sent anonymously with a cryptic note that read, "To Lily, may Emily keep you company forever." Lily adored Emily from the moment she laid eyes on her. She named the doll Emily and treated her like a cherished friend. But there was something deeply unsettling about Emily. Her eyes seemed to shift, her smile was overly wide, giving her an almost unnervingly lifelike quality. Strange occurrences began to unfold after Emily's arrival. Lily would hear faint whispers at night, emanating from Emily's room. The voices were soft, eerie, and spoke in a language Lily couldn't understand. Her parents dismissed it as the whims of a child's imagination, but the whispers persisted, growing stronger with each passing night. One night, as the clock struck midnight, Lily awoke to a horrifying sight. Emily was perched at the foot of her bed, her porcelain hand reaching out as if beckoning Lily closer. A terrified scream pierced the silence, bringing Lily's parents rushing to her room. But when they arrived, Emily was back in her usual spot, innocence restored, days turned into weeks, and the doll's presence grew more ominous. Lily would often trip and fall, blaming Emily for pushing her. Her parents couldn't make sense of it. Emily appeared untouched, yet Lily insisted that the doll was responsible. One evening, Lily's parents decided they'd had enough. They locked Emily in a chest and carried it up to the attic, hoping to end the inexplicable occurrences. But the whispers didn't cease. Instead, they intensified, echoing through the house at all hours, like the haunting breath of some unseen malevolence. Lily's obsession with the attic grew, as she claimed that Emily was calling out to her. She pleaded with her parents to let her see the doll again. Unable to bear their daughter's torment, they retrieved the chest from the attic and placed Emily back in her room. That night, as the moon shone through the window, the whispers escalated into a chorus of voices. Lily's parents rushed to her room once more, only to find her convulsing and muttering incoherent words. Her eyes were wide with terror as she stared at Emily, who sat on the nightstand, her eyes gleaming mysteriously in the dim light. Terrified beyond words, Lily's parents contacted a local priest, believing that an exorcism was their only hope to banish whatever malevolent presence had possessed Emily. The priest arrived, a stern man with unwavering faith. As he entered Lily's room, he sensed a malevolent force, a sinister energy that seemed to emanate from the doll. With holy water, sacred rites, and unyielding determination, he initiated the exorcism. Emily's porcelain features twisted into a grotesque, malicious grin, and her eyes shone with an unnatural intensity. The room grew colder, the air thick with an eerie presence. But the priest persisted, chanting the sacred words with all his might. As the exorcism reached its climax, Emily's head spun around 180 degrees, her plastic joints creaking ominously. She emitted a blood-curdling scream that sent shockwaves through the walls. Then, with a final, defiant screech, the doll's head snapped back to its normal position, and the room fell silent. The priest, believing he had vanquished the malevolent entity, let out a sigh of relief. He blessed the room once more before leaving, assuring Lily's parents that their ordeal was finally over. For a while, it seemed as though peace had returned. Lily went back to being her cheerful self, and Emily sat quietly in her corner, her unsettling gaze no longer following those who entered the room. The whispers ceased, and the house regained a semblance of normalcy, but that peace was short-lived. Months later, in the dead of night, Lily's parents were awakened by a bone-chilling sound, an eerie, childlike laughter that echoed through the house. They rushed to Lily's room, only to find her standing by the window. Her eyes vacant, her voice reduced to a mere whisper. "Emily wants to play," she repeated in a haunting monotone. Emily was nowhere to be seen, and the room exuded an ominous presence that sent shivers down their spines. Lily's parents realized, with growing dread, that they had underestimated the malevolence that still clung to Emily. The haunting of Emily's doll had returned, and this time, it appeared that nothing could stop it. The house became a place of terror, a realm where the malevolent spirit of the doll reigned supreme, luring all who dared to enter into its nightmarish embrace. As years slipped by, the house remained abandoned, its dark secret hidden from the world. The doll, Emily, waited with infinite patience, her unsettling smile never fading, her piercing blue eyes forever watchful. And in the stillness of the night, the echoes of her laughter could still be heard, a haunting reminder of the horror that lurked within those walls, a horror that defied explanation and defied time itself.